shit, let's go in. It's been a while since I did a YouTube video. Got to get back into it. You get to this place spiritually where you start to just denounce shit. You don't care about, it's not about the money. It's not about the popularity or anything. You change, you evolve as you grow higher spiritually. But let me go and, I put this post up yesterday. There's some crazy numbers on Facebook, like over 100 shares. Crazy numbers on Instagram. But I want to come in and deal with it because people can read things and miss them, right? So inside of my book, this comes from my first book, The Male Witch of the South. You can get the book at southerncover.com. I'm getting ready to kick off my podcast. I've been focusing on that too. But let me go ahead and deal with this chapter entitled Protecting Your Butt. Protecting your butt. No. Yeah, protect your butt. We're dealing with anal sex, right? It's a bad chapter right here. Protect your butt. Now, we're going to deal with this from a metaphysical perspective. This is something that's been taking place from the beginning of time. Some of you are going to miss what I'm about to say. Some of you are going to get it. We really don't give a fuck, right? Let's deal with this shit. We're going to deal with this from a magical perspective, an esoteric perspective, okay? Yeah, protect your butt. Watch this. The soul rests in your root chakra. When we go and deal with the ancient teachings, that soul, the thing who you truly are, it's not in your crown chakra. It's not in your heart. It's down there in your butt. It's in the root chakra. That's why this root chakra thing is so powerful. That's where the trauma is taking place at. Now, the elites in society, they understand this. Your movie stars, they understand it. Your Will Smiths, your Jay-Z's, the people at the top, the black bourgeoisie, the elite families, the Catholic Church. You trying to find out why these men keep trying to press these boys, because they understand based upon the ancient teachings that you get the soul out of the butt. There are some people who will even say that the anal canal, anal sex. I know you're talking about, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Shut up. You don't know nothing. Just leave the video. We're dealing with this shit from a magical perspective, because when we deal with anything from alchemy, anything of the ancient teachings, you always got to flip things over. When you flip things over, you get the truth. They give you the light, but you practice the darkness. You understand what I'm saying? There's people who will tell you that your butt is more sacred than your, come on now, than the yanni. Most women will give up their yanni before they give up their, you understand what I'm saying? Let's get back into this. Your soul rests in your root chakra. The people in power understand this. We're the ones who lost the connection to that. Watch this. They've studied it for years. There are men who prey on other men. These men aren't governed or controlled by the laws of sex, which says that a man shouldn't lay with another man. There's men out there who don't go by the rules of a man should just live with a woman. They don't apply the universal laws to their sexual desires. There's men who specifically prey on other men. Now, to you, this is too much. To you, this is taboo. To you, because you was raised one different way. The real conscious people, the real spiritual people, the real awakened people, the real enlightened ones, the real illuminated ones, the real Illuminati, this conversation is the norm to us. Because we get in the text, we deal with the ancient sexual teachings that talk about these men who run after other men. Or these different spirits that want to take the energy of other men. You see how Puff been getting busy lately. Watch this. Let's get back into it. These kind of men, they want a different sort of energy. Watch this. And not the energy of a woman. We're talking about men who completely give up on the energy of women. Women become a second thing to them, a show. They want the energy of men. They want the energy of virgin men. Ashe. Why do they want the energy of men? Ashe. Why are these brothers preying on these other brothers? Ashe, can you break that down to me? Let's keep going in my book, The Male Witch. Make sure you go get the book. Watch this, watch this. They want a different kind of energy. He eats and he relishes on the energy of men. He understands that by penetrating another man, he can take his energy and compromise him. Watch this. The male will become his lifelong slave. He'll make him a woman boy. Huh? That's deep. You got to catch that. He realized that, hey, Mike, this brother about to sign this deal in this hip hop industry. This brother is going to be on this movie. If I can pipe him, if I can penetrate him, if I can put my fluids inside of him, something is going to happen from a metaphysical perspective to where I make him my old lady. Man, a man can never make another man his old lady. Man, a man can never make another woman his girlfriend. We're dealing with this from a metaphysical perspective, because when he violates that other man, he takes him and he becomes his slave for the rest of his life. And that's what's happening out there. There are men who will make another man his woman. We're dealing with the word woman. Man is still is in woman. Don't take this shit literal. If you take what I'm saying literal, you're going to miss it. There are men who enjoy the pleasure of breaking in other men. Huh? Shit is taking place out there. You can't tag the word G-A-Y to this man. Okay, I don't want to say that term. You can't say he's that, because he's not that. He's completely something else. He ain't from this universe. He's a created male. He ain't got no soul. He's a different type of male. So he feeds on the energy of other men, right? I just want to do this video with this shit was going so viral, so let me go ahead and go break it down. Watch this. He's something else. He doesn't want men who's into men or who've been with other men before. He enjoys fresh meat. See, he don't want the man who's been in relationships with other men before. He won't bait your brother in. He want to bait your son in. He want the fresh meat. Because he want the man who he can come in and groom him, steal his energy. These type of men have always been around. They control today's society. So those men who prey on it, go get the book of Melwood to the South. Those men who prey on the energy of other men, they've always been around. Not only have they always been around, they've learned how to manipulate men into bringing men into their house, into bringing men into their system. Yeah, they know how to talk to them. Some of them have went so far to where they'll start to completely change their bodies and go look like a woman. Yeah. He go get his body dolled up to where he can look on the outside physically, he look just like a woman, and he'll use that as his trap to go get those other men and bait those men in. But I wanted to deal with that called protect your butt, protect your anus. Very careful dealing with this thing with anal sex. It's hard to find anything in an ancient text that talk about anal sex. I got one book out of the thousands of books I've had. I came across one book that deals with anal sex, and it's a book. It's not Taoism. It's a Tantra book. But see, you got to be very careful with this thing, because here's the difference when you're dealing with anal sex with a man and a woman. I deal with that in my book, The Melwood to the South, also. When you're dealing with anal sex with a man and a woman, what's the difference? Why can a woman have anal sex, and why can't a man have anal sex? Can anybody tell me the difference? Huh? The difference is that, unlike a woman, a man has a stop sign down there. And that stop sign, the creator, nature, we didn't want no man getting unstuck in his butt. So you know what we did? We put the prostate gland right there. And that prostate gland is so metaphysical. It's a magical component inside of a man's butt in the canal, because every time that prostate gets touched, it messes with a man physically, because it's not supposed to be touched. Why is it that the brothers who yang and who yang, he's skinning his head big, is deforming his body? He got a big old stomach like he pregnant. Yeah. From a metaphysical perspective, what we're talking about is a man getting another man pregnant. I say, what you talking about? Yeah, man, look, I deal with this shit in my books. A man getting another man pregnant spiritually. That man is having sex with him. Yeah, that man is yanning him and all this and all that. He's made him a metaphysical woman. So you see the brothers with the big old fat stomach, look like he's 6 months, like he's 9 months pregnant. He's metaphysically pregnant because that man would, there's no baby, but you understand where I'm going there with this? It changes their bodies. A woman, they walking funny. Now his knees is doing this. Now go get the book, The Mail to the South. I'll show you.